Hello, today I'm going to be field stripping and cleaning a Kel-tec P32 pistol. And it's a very common little handgun out there, and just wanted to show people how simple it is to field strip it and clean it. Okay, to field strip the pistol, first thing you do, obviously, is a safety check, is drop the mag, make sure the magazine is empty, and there's nothing in the chamber. Okay, number one rule, always make sure you're working on a safe weapon. And according to the instruction manual, it tells you how to break the gun down into the major components, but not a full strip, but just basically a strip. The easiest way to do it, after you verify the pistol's empty, is just to pull the slide to the rear. It'll lock back with a magazine in there, and take a case. I got a 223 case here, and just stick it under this little plunger right here, this little pin, catch the rim there, and pull that out. If you drop your magazine now, the slide will stay to the rear. Okay, and then push it back to unlock it, and just let it slide forward. It's really pretty simple. The guide rod and the spring here, they're captured on this little part right here, this little edge. So capture the spring and just push it forward and pull it out. Real simple. Now there is a little piece right here on the front that will fall out if you're not careful, and you can lose that. Just to make sure that you don't lose this little retainer right here. I like just to take it out anyway and put it aside. And now there's the barrel out. So we have your slide, your barrel, your frame assembly, the little pin that secures it together, the cross pin there, your recoil spring and guide rod, and it's a double spring. There's a larger spring and a smaller spring. And then you have the little retainer that holds the recoil spring to the front. Well, now that it's taken apart, just give it a little quick cleaning. I just got a little gun scrubber here, and just spray a little bit in here. And I got it's not a toothbrush, it looks like a toothbrush, it's actually a gun cleaner brush, and this is the nylon bristles. Just give it a little scrubbing in here to kind of clean that out, get the breech, the front of the breech here, what do you call it? The face there. I'm bad on names sometimes. But just give it a good cleaning. And I know people don't like using paper towels on guns, but I'm going to be cleaning it out again. This is just to kind of get the first bit off of it. Okay. One last little scrub in here. And pretty clean. I got this little air duster I use, and it just kind of comes in handy. You can blow out some of the spots in here. You can see that the back of the where the hammer hits the firing pin is clean now. Alright, so the slide, it's all nice and clean now. There's no old residue on it or nothing. And just wipe it all down one last time. Put that aside. Okay, I've got the barrel out. I'm going to clean the barrel. I got a brass brush here that I'm just going to run through the barrel. And just to kind of break it up a little bit, I did spray a little bit of war solvent in here. gun scrubber to kind of break up the residual. And let's see, we'll put a jag on here now. It's a 30 caliber jag because it's a 32 ACP, but it's really it's a .308 caliber, same as a .308 rifle or so. Okay. Have plenty of patches on hand because you want to use a clean patch every time you pass. Alright. The barrel actually looks really good now. I don't know if you can see down here. Let's see. Okay, so it's good and clean. I'm going to run one more patch through here just to make sure. Yeah, it's a nice and clean patch. Patch is pretty clean compared to the first patch. First, second, third. Alright, put those aside. So now the barrel, the bore is clean. And you want to make sure that the little area down here is clean. Where the, whatever, where the pen, that pen that crossed through catches. Give it a little shot of bore cleaner here. There we go. That's clean. At this point, the barrel is nice and clean. There's nothing else that you need to do to it. The slide's clean. You might want to just take this little pin right here. I'll use this patch. It's got a little bit of cleaner still left on it. It's a little moist. And wipe that off. There we go. So everything now that came off the gun is pretty clean. And you might want to just take a little brush here and just kind of wipe off this area a little bit. And while the pistol's apart, never pull the hammer back and dry fire this gun. That's not a good thing to do. You'll end up breaking stuff. Kind of blow it all out. Now this is nice and clean. Make sure you don't have any paper towel like right there. That's why you don't usually use paper towels, but I just make sure everything's clean. Alright, so now it's time to put it back together. The easiest thing to do, I like to put a little, I have this old grease right here. This is some from Wilson Combat. I've been using this stuff for a long time on Glocks and that. And just put a little dab up here on the slide rail. It's a little shiny spot, so you know it wears right there. Okay, and just a little gun oil. Just wipe the barrel down a little bit. The bore's nice and dry. Just kind of make sure you get off all that solvent that was on there. Give it a nice wiping. Pull that little piece up there. This little piece out there. Okay. So now everything's back ready to go together. So the first thing you gotta do is put this little retainer back up here into the nose piece. So it goes right in like that. It's flat out to the front. Take your operating rod. You put the spring in that cup. Sorry, you put the barrel in first. Okay, there we go. Put your barrel in. Put the spring in the cup. And bring it back so it catches right there. And I also like to put a little dab of glue grease right here on this little spot. Okay, so now slide the slide back on here. If you put the magazine in, let's just give it a good little wiping real quick. Alright, put the magazine in here. Now if you slide the slide back, it will lock in place in the rear position, and then you just take the little pin here and stick it in there, and you have a nice clean little Kel-tec 32. And then just one last thing I like to do after all that's done is just take me a rag, because this will be sitting in a pocket holster, so, and just kind of give it one last wipe down with a dry cloth, cleaner patch, that because the oil's sticky, that you don't want lint to stick in your pocket to it. So there it is, nice clean P32, ready to load up and be ready to shoot when you need it. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye.